Okay, welcome to part two of the 8th feedback stream. Because last night it crashed, which is really annoying. So, but we're here now. Let me just copy. Let me just do a few things. Okay, so we're getting straight into this. Let's go. Okay, A and O loved you for so many nights. All right, let's get started. Oh shit, it's real. It's 5 minutes long. Damn. You can have a bit in this section. What I would do is add a bit more ambiance and poem and not pads, which could like to fill out the gaps a little more because it does sound a bit empty. So I think it's sick though. Hot and heavy. With the sub bass, what I would do is I'll add a bit more harmonics. You can either do that through distortion, FM. Just add like something to make the bass a little more unique because it does sound a little bit generic. So, but yeah, that's what. I think we could do here. What I've listened to another Late Eyes and Marvel song, like I listen to a lot of Late Eyes' track. He's cracked at UKG, check him out. What he likes to do, he likes to add like some kind of like vocal chop, which like the lasers really like beep 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 beep. You know what I mean? Like something like that. You kind of need like some kind of like vocal chant, like some kind of soul vocal, just chopped up, doing that doing that rhythm, so people can like float along with it, or maybe like some kind of rise because it is sounding a bit bland and repetitive. Yeah, you can definitely add a bit more groove to this, like it's like you know, like a vocal rhythm, even a bit more perks because it is sounding extremely repetitive. So try and find like new things you can add to this to not make it sound as, you know, repetitive. The mixing is clean. What else there? I think what you're also mixing as well is those downlifters and rises. I'm not really. It might be there, but even if there is, it's way too quiet. I can't hear any. But so. And since it does have a lot of emptiness, I think what you could do is you could probably add some like jungle ambiance in the background, maybe some like birds tweeting, just to fill out the gaps a little bit more, and it adds like an entire new vibe to your drop. Like simple stuff like that can really elevate your song to the next level. Come on here. Nope. Okay. on this. Even with the kick, you could do something. You can add like a bit of a bit crusher to the kick, just to add like a bit of extra texture to it. Not too much though, because and isn't this track? I don't know. To me, it sounds a bit bland. Like it doesn't sound. It doesn't sound like the master could be as powerful as it can be. That's what it sounds like to me. It's probably beefing up your master a bit, and you can do that by just adding like a tiny bit of distortion and like a tiny bit of OTT afterwards. Like there's many ways you could do it. You could just like clip your track a bit more, but like it feels like the master could be pushed further to give the track a bit more power and aggressiveness and full and that desired fullness that people seek when they listen to a track. Start, it is a bit repetitive, as I said with the drop earlier. Probably try and find new ways, like to introduce new elements, which are still good and catchy, but like it doesn't make the track as boring anymore. Like, yeah. Because all this sound really sounds like is just you're just taking up space for the sake of taking up space. Like, because whenever you construct a song, you need to find purpose for it. If you have like a section where it's just there, just for the sake of being there, like it's not going to be good. You know, you shouldn't do like a simple copy and paste like for your intros from the front, like from the first one to the second one. You should try and come up with something unique, and that uniqueness is where that creativity comes in, is what gets your listeners hooked onto the song. So, yeah, what I'll say is probably add a bit more variation to it and add a bit, like, be creative. Like, in this genre specifically, this song, you can go all out with the sounds. Like, you can do the weirdest sounds you can ever heard of and incorporate them into this, and it would sound amazing. Cody, yo, Cody was good. All right. So anyway, continuing with the feedback. As I was saying, you can create like lots of weird sound design effects, but I know you're capable of that after listening to this. And you can just scatter them throughout the track, use them rhythmically, use it as an ambiance, like, and yeah, and that's what makes your song more unique. Because here's the thing with songs: if you truly want your song to stay in your listeners' head, try and find a unique gimmick for it. For example, if you add all these weird songs to it, it was like, hey, have you heard A&L's "Loved You" song? And they're gonna be like, oh, is it the one with all the weird effects where it sounds super vibey? And like, yeah, that's the one. You know what I mean? Like, try and find out with a good gimmick for it. Like, it's now I would say in hindsight, that's not the most easiest thing to do, but you could try my recommendations and just go all out with sound design, add some like weird effects to it, and like maybe add a bit more groove to it. Use those weird effects to add a bit more groove to it. Or maybe for like the second half of the first drop, you can switch out your rim shot with like a weird sound design hit. You know what I mean? And that'll make it sound really cool as hell. You can add a bit more rises here, and there's something called Endless Smile. I don't know if you heard of it, but essentially what it is, it's a mix of a rising low cut filter and reverb. So if you don't have Endless Smile, you can just do a rising low cut, like a low cut going from low to high gradually. And then when the drop comes, you put it all the way down. You can do the same with the reverb. As the build up progresses, you put the wetness of the reverb a bit more, a bit more. Then when the drop comes, boom, put it back down. But also when you put the reverb, be careful about the stereo because you don't want your build up to be too stereo. It hides up to the drop. because in fact, while some people use in a trick for build-ups, they actually make their build-ups more narrow stereo-wise, and then when the drop comes, they just return the stereo back to normal, and it creates so much power to the drop and stuff without really making the drop itself more powerful, but just changing stuff to the build-up. Yeah, that part right there was just the drums. Sound a bit empty. You could definitely put some more stuff in there. That kind of nice, yo. That's nasty G. Alright. Pretty solid track. Seems a bit more variation, but damn, that's sick. And we got another one by A and L. Auto Repair. This is 6 minutes. Wow. What is up with you guys making your tracks so damn long? Jeez. Alright, let's play. Oh. What? Oh. Oh. These chords are so mysterious. It makes me tense. Now, shit like that's creative. That was very creative what you just did. What I would say, add a bit more natural ambience, like some vinyl crackle. I think vinyl crackle would be perfect for this. Oh, see, like you got the vinyl crackle there. I think you could introduce the vinyl crackle a bit earlier. It's a bit awkward how like you got that bass shot and like this back into like the piano or whatever it is, like we sound like some kind of like toy music box instrument. Probably add a like bit of a high pass reverb to the bass, a bit like woo. So it kind of doesn't sound like it's so abrupt, like, or maybe you want that abruptness. I don't know, but this, me personally, that's what I would do because it does sound a bit sudden. It is a bit odd. But the good thing about it starts with the song, and eventually you kind of get used to it after listening through a bunch. But I do feel like you should add some kind of tail to the bass, so it kind of blends in with the other section a bit more. Here at the endless smile, you can do that. That bass patch, I don't like it. It's not that it's bad. Like it could be very heavily improved on. Like I don't think the boop 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 boop. Like I don't think that fits. Probably try something else. It's still like boom 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 boom. Probably try that and like experiment like boom like something like that. I don't think this bass pattern really fits. And same feedback with the other song. The bass does sound a bit generic. Like the main bass, like the boop 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 boop. Like it can definitely have some kind of more variation to it. So yeah, it does sound a bit bland. You could definitely add some like, and the same feedback with the other song. You could go crazy with the sound design, man. Like you're so much more capable of this. I know you are. Maybe add some more ambience, like some kind of vocal and stuff like that. Like Late Eyes and Margles can perfectly, get that, the vocal ambiances in UKG. So probably hit them up for like a few samples or probably like a few feedback as well. Because I think they'll give you some good feedback. But yeah, like it does sound a bit bland. It does sound like a lot more could be put in, and the main bass pattern does need to be a little bit changed. Like, see, like stuff like that with the ping pong delay vocals. That's good. That's very good. I think for here, it kind of gets because like when you have that blank space and it goes back to that intro thing again, it kind of like ruins the listener from the flow, and they have to like try and like pick it back up to like get back to the flow. So probably add like some kind of like cowbell go like just so like people can get back into the flow as easily, if that makes any sense. I think for here the bass pattern needs to be changed as well. It does sound a little off. So probably like you could be like you know what I mean, like something like that. It does sound a little bit bland too, like in terms of like perk-wise. So probably add some like rides, like something like that would be really good. Even like that vocal, I mean like this is what is a bit. It is a bit goofy. Like I can't lie, the float is a bit goofy. It's the exact same. Okay, so this is the exact same, so that's why I skipped it. This isn't, so let's play it. The flow in this is also a bit goofy. Like, here's the thing, with UKG tracks, you can steal the rhythm. It ain't that deep. The only bad part about it is your guilty conscience after. But you're gonna have to realize one thing, Like, there's already so many songs with many different rhythms. It's okay if you find a rhythm and take inspiration from it. Like, don't steal the melody, but the rhythm is fine. Like, and no one's gonna notice. Like, it's because it's rhythm. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I do think you kind of have to change the rhythm a bit. It does sound a bit goofy, and yeah, it's not really a likable flow. If that makes any sense. It's kind of like a little wacky. Yeah, my point exactly. But yeah. Alright, thank you for the ID. Alright, that's very sick. Next, ID 2. What on earth, bro? You seriously screenshot it from a YouTube video? Allow it! Allow it! Goodness me. You screenshot that from a YouTube video. Are you serious? Allow it! Allow it! Alright. Let's get into job skip for real. Alright, let's go. Alright, one thing, the vocal definitely sounds too weak. It needs more presence, and the impact needs to be a bit more loud and have more lows. So.
I know the story and it isn't fair. Hold on to glory when you're facing all your fears.
Reverb plucks need more reverb, and they need to be way more quiet.
Gotta wipe away your falling tears. Everybody feels a little down sometimes, but everything will be alright. Everybody's
I think you could add some like tambourine loops, like you know what I mean? Like I think that'll be nice.
Been a bit afraid of heights, but everything will be alright. You've gotta light up your life with all these colors, 'cause we were born to make a mark. You've gotta light up tonight like there's no others. We were born to make a spark, start a fire in your heart.
I would say your leads definitely needs a bit more mids. Needs a bit more 1K to 2, not 1K. It needs a bit more oomph to the lead. It needs a bit more oomph to it. Because here's the thing, you get that thick lead sound from layering, not mixing. Prioritize layering. This is for future bounds and lots of other house genres as well. The mixing isn't complicated. It's the freaking layering. It's the layering. Like you don't like you may see some like people with like these crazy amount of processing for this one simple sound, but that's because they're professionals. They know exactly what they're doing. You don't. So don't really have that mindset. Oh, I need to add lots of processing to my track. That's what the professionals do. No, you don't. You don't. Because here's the thing. Future bounds, a lot of other house genres, it's all about layering simple sounds to create this complex sounding sound. And you don't even add a lot of mixing to it. Like you can watch Brooks masterclasses. He layers the crap out of his leads, and mixing, barely anything. Because that thickness is coming from the layering, not the processing. Well, this is pretty sick. Like, this is almost label worthy in my opinion. With that melody change. One lead. It's not really guilty of that. It's not really like like a lead thick and a layer. It's more of what you really need. Like, you can talk with a lot of other future bounce producers, and they'll probably say the same thing. Because here's the thing with your lead, and also another thing with the lead, do not mix it individually. You listen to your lead in context of everything else, then you mix it. Because by itself, the lead may sound freaking amazing, but with the rest of the other elements, like the bass, chords, drums, effects, it's gonna sound like shit. And that's a huge mixing mistake a lot of people do, and which I've only learned like a few months ago, and that really helped me out with my mixing and how I really understood my tracks. And also another thing as well, use reference tracks. Reference tracks can really help you out with how you process your shit, like and like what you need for your stuff. I think a good reference track for this would be "I Feel Free" by Orange Purple, Custody, and Colbert. I don't know, but I Feel Free by Orange Purple and Custody, and there's one other artist, I forgot the name. But yeah, I think that'd be a good reference track for you.
No need to worry, baby, I'll be there. Hold on.
The Here's another thing that I've talked about the track earlier. You basically copied the intro from the first break to the second break. I mean, you can do that, but you need to understand one thing. You need to be creative. You want your listener to be hooked throughout the entire song. So probably what you can do here is switch out the reeds with like an acoustic instrument, like a guitar, piano, or like even like a bass guitar.
Glory when you're facing all your fears. You gotta wipe away your falling tears. 'Cause everybody feels a little down.
There's a tambourine loop. I think for this section, what would be cool is like if you grab the drop elements, like the lead chords and bass and stabs, and like don't put any sidechain on it, and use it in the bass, like and like do 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 do. Like something like that. That'd be sick.
Sometimes, but everything will be alright.
I do that all the time. Motivated me to make FB until I realized. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I let Future bounce, because like it blocks your creativity. With the drop, you can't really be unique with it. Like the only really real way you can differentiate yourself to be most unique from Future Balance, it's all about your sound selection and drums. Like even then, like it's like the only way you can really be unique with it, lead mixing, not really lead mixing. It's not. It does not have to do with mixing. Like mixing is one. Like it can make your track creative, but like it's the least known thing for it doing. Mixing just makes your shit sound clean. It's not really used for being creative. That's more of a dubstep thing than a house thing. Like one of the ways to be unique with Future Balance is change the drums and like the sound selection, because maybe you go, because take for example, let's say for example you're making a bass track Luar style, okay, like you're like Sober Brooks, okay. What you can do is like if you're making a bass track and have that sound design, what you can do is you can get that and probably like make input a Future Bounce melody into that. That's one way to be unique with it. Like, and there's many other ways. Like for example with Future Rhythm, you make a Future Rhythm track, probably change that to 128, put the house drums in, change the rhythm up, put a Future Bounce melody in it, and yeah, that's another way you could be unique with it. But like as I'm saying, like there's many ways you could be with it, and the only really way that I see people being really unique with it is like if you're fusing it with another genre. Like that's one of the only ways you can really be unique with it nowadays, and it's upsetting. But yeah, let's continue listening to this.
Everybody's been a bit afraid of heights, but everything will be alright. You've gotta light up your life with all these colors, 'cause we were born to make a mark. You gotta light up tonight like there's no.
Yeah, the vocal mixing. There's lots of good vocal mixing tutorials online. One that really helped me out myself. Because here's the thing, I don't fully understand how to mix vocals either. Oh shit, hold on, give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, we good. Alright, so as I was saying, like I don't really understand how to fully mix vocals either, but there's some very good tutorials on YouTube, and those help me out with my understanding. Because like here's the thing, production can be as complicated as you want it to be. Like you don't have to make complicated tracks to make bangers. And like there's countless examples of that. So don't overthink shit. Like and keep the mixing like it's better to underprocess stuff than to overprocess them. Okay? That's one of my biggest advice. Because you see like all these people like you're mixing and shit and it's like, oh, what am I doing wrong? It's not becoming a clean sound. And honestly my advice is just leave it unprocessed. Like you're better off that. You're better off that, and allow the master to carry through with it more than over process it. And then when you master your track, it sounds like shit. So yeah, his mixing was never great. Exactly. Like Avicii's mixing was never great. I argue that's actually pretty shit, but it's still a banger. Like you got him world class. Like don't overthink shit. Like you're better off under processing your sound and then allow mastering to carry it up a little bit than to over process it and then when you master your track sounds like shit. And even then, like with future bounce with chords, your chords can make it very muddy. Try and see how your track sounds like without chords. Because there are countless examples of tracks without chords, like future bounce tracks, which sound absolutely amazing. Like for example, Ghost Town by Illusion and Levant, My Eyes by Baze and Illusion. Like those two tracks are are like bangers of future bounce songs, and they don't even use chords. So try and see how your track sounds like without chords, and then yeah, like that's the thing. Because like here's the thing with chords: don't try and make chords a huge element in your track. Try and push it in the back, like because chords are mainly just a filler element. It's not like its own individual element, and sometimes your track's mixing can be fucked over because of the chords. So yeah, just try that.
Start a fire in your heart.
I feel like you can add some like tones like something like that. Like add some like tones like and like listen to a bunch of Eminem tracks and the way he uses the toms in them and like just copy that. Like he uses the dirty palm tom, everyone has a dirty palm tom. If you don't have it then what are you doing? But no, I'll send it to you, just hit me up.
Start a fire in your heart.
So your kick does sound a little weak. Add a bit more lows to it. That's what I'll do. Or you just use a punchier kick with more bass. That's how it usually goes. Alright, that's nice. Alright, good track, Rexo. Now, last track. An 8-minute track by Dustcar. What the fuck? Better not be a waste of 10 minutes, G. Alright, listen to this. Ooh. Ooh. Where are you going with this? Ooh. Nah, those chords are nice, yeah? Damn. Oh! I'm getting goosebumps. Damn, this track's sick. Oh my, this is hitting me with such a wave of nostalgia. Damn. It's so melancholic, like, it's more like the feeling I'm getting from this is like nostalgia, but it's not really happiness from it. It's more like you miss it. Like, it's like that missing feeling that I'm getting from this track so far. It's like the journey is ended and you like miss like the good time. Like, that's the kind of feeling I'm getting from this track. So this is sick. Oh! The chromatic notes. Whoa! Oh my gosh! Okay, that elements were a little bit too sudden. You could probably like make the transition for that a bit better, but alright, man. This is whoa. Is it to a movie ASAP for real? For real. Oh, I'm levitating, bro. Oh, hey! The guitars do sound a bit messed up EQ wise, but it's a simple fix. I think just increase the highs a little bit and just remove a bit more of the low mids, like low mids to mids, like just a tad. It's just not too big of a difference. my gosh! Discontent was good, bro. This car goated, I know, bro. That lead! Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh! Yo! Oh my! Yo! Oh my gosh! This is. Oh my gosh! Is he getting faster? Or am I tripping? Bro, if this was a Minecraft, this will be so fucking peak, bro. You have no idea. No idea. Bro, it's cool. Oh, goodness me, man. Can we get applause in the chat? What the hell? That song took me on an entire ass journey. Run it back, no. Another time. That song took me on a whole journey. That was sick. Like, I only had like 2 prongs with it, and they're so minuscule and small. Like, far out, man. Like, genuinely, I highly recommend writing scores for like movies and like games and shit. Like, you have a huge opportunity to get into that type of shit, bro. Like, that's sick. Genuinely, that's so sick. It took me on a whole journey, man. A whole journey of emotions, bro. I'm being genuine. This is so sick. If this is, wait a minute. If this is what your other shit is like, I'm gonna be your biggest fan. Okay, so not as good as that one as you showed me, but far out, man. Main scene for real. This was pop so hard in the video. Not even a video, fucking movie, bro. In a movie, bro. This would be sick, like an anime or something. That would go so hard. Jeez Louise, man. Anyways, that's all for today's feedback stream. I will see you guys next week. I hope you all have a great day. Goodbye.